What's up? Got Rick's boat again. We're going to take it out. We got Dave Doremus with D-Bomb EFI Tuning. He's the one that tunes my car, tunes a lot of big timers. He's awesome at what he does. He's going to meet us out of the lake here in about an hour and 30 minutes. So we got about 30 minutes to get prepped. We'll drive hours to the lake, meet Dave out there, and actually start day one of tuning. So we'll see how it goes. getting towed out to the starting line. We got a whole bunch of good stuff tuned up and ready. We just put a fresh set of plugs in Rick's boat. You see him back there. Got Curtis on the jet ski, thumbs up at me like the camera can see him, and getting towed out to one edge of the lake so we can fire it up with a fresh set of plugs, rip it all the way across the lake, and let it just come down for a second and kill it. That way we can pull it back up to the dock and pull the plugs back out and see how spicy the tune-up is. But it's about 6:30, the sun's going down here in about 30 minutes, so we're gonna be really close to being all it is. We made a couple of little small test hits on 1/2 pound, 1 pound of boost. Did real good. Popping a little, had some lean popping, and it ended up being just a little low on fuel. Put some fuel in it. Started making some 3 and 4 pound pulls, like 70% throttle. And we thought we were going wide open throttle until we checked the data log. We noticed we're doing 70% throttle. And so it only has a 6 pound wastegate spring, and it was doing 3.5 pounds of boost. So we turned the duty cycle to 100%. So 100% on a 6 pound spring should be 12 pounds. And we went out there and made a pull, and it made 15 pounds, and that sucker was ripping. So everything was looking pretty good. Put a fresh set of plugs, like I said. We're gonna turn this boat around just a second, make a rip all the way across, kill it, check the plugs, go from there.
Let me turn this on real quick.
You already loaded it?
Yeah. It's loaded. Cranked up, get straight. Charged up. Hey, watch that dump valve. Make sure that cylinder's down. You should see 2 chrome rods basically facing down.
Okay.
In the back?
They look like they're kind of down now, but should they go down further?
They should be flush.
It's all the way down.
Ready?
Yep.
It'd be a hell of a boat to stay with it.
Be a bad mamma jamma. We're going to call it Leroy Brown after a while.
Yeah, bad man.
Huh? What did it look like?
Rooster tail. Oh my God.
Didn't report it. Well, the second outing was way better than the first. The first outing we went, make sure the boat would float, wouldn't catch on fire, sensors were reading, that type of stuff. Had a blast doing it. I came back, pulled the plugs were trashed. That was why we couldn't get over the 2,700 RPM. I put fresh plugs in it, did an oil change. I took the injectors out, sent them to my dad. He has an injector cleaning and flowing service. It's Thurston's Injector Services. You check him out on Facebook. He's local to Shreveport Bossier. He does a great job. It's awesome equipment. We just went through everything. Went out there with Dave. He does all my tuning. He's a wizard. He's just unbelievable with what he can do. And so we went out there, did some putting around, let Dave look at it, changed a few things, and we went and did some more aggressive acceleration. Ran into some lean pop in, and it ended up being, we freaking run the fuel tank empty. It was making like 3.5 pounds of boost and trying to run lean a little bit, and only seeing 70% throttle. So we put fuel in it, had Rick go all the way instead of 70%. The throttle pedals it takes too much movement. We're gonna put like a little wedge on the gas pedal so he can have more leverage. So we fixed those two problems. Doubled the duty cycle on top of the dome with the boost controller, and it started making 15 pounds, and man, this thing was ripping. Then we started running into CO2 problems. We started running out of CO2 because we were trying to make so many hits testing. This boat, I think in its life, has maybe made 10 pulls turbocharged. We made 40 probably Saturday. We ran through 2 full bottles of CO2. So also the CO2 gauge is busted. It's stuck on 90 pounds, so we didn't really know how much pressure was going on top of the dome of the pop-off valve. So you'll see in some of the videos that just played, they had a little rooster tail just a little higher than the boat, some way up in the sky. Some we'd be hauling a little bit, then a rooster tail. And that was just a guess on how much dome pressure we had on the pop-off valve. So the next time out, we're gonna get our CO2 situation right, fix the gauge, know what pressure's on the dome, make less passes because we're ready. The first time was getting the kinks worked out, which was our fault. We're gonna try to shoot for 30 or 40 pounds of boost. We're gonna see watch the fuel consumption to know kind of how much power we're making, and just go from there and get it all the way turned up and ready. And so we'll probably put some like 20-pound wastegate springs in it, because this thing needs 0 traction control. You don't have to put a 2-pound spring in it with a bunch of dome CO2, because it's not going to spin the tires on the concrete. This thing's going to rip and get. So put some 20-pound springs in it, let the boost controller double that to 40 if we have to, and after the car show next weekend that I'm going to take it to and show it off, Rick's going to take it home from there. It'll be the first night away from my shop in about a year and a half. So after that, we'll let the Trans Am down, start on it, and that's really it. This thing is going to be ready for next season, and it's going to come in hot. Them boys ain't got a clue what's fixing to happen. Those blower and nitrous guys with their one little bitty carburetors up there, oh man, they got something coming. Hey, we might get our butts drugged, I don't know. But I know what this baby's gonna make. It's gonna make about 3,000 horsepower. So, I'm gonna hang out this winter. Next season, we're gonna get out there. We're gonna give her all she's got. So we'll probably have one more tune date before the winter hits to get it lined out, so we're ready for the race season next year. I don't know if I'll make a video of it or not. I probably will, because it's gonna be. These videos are on 4 pounds and 15 pounds, and 40 pounds is gonna be. I might not ride in the boat at 40 pounds. So Rick's getting a pretty good handle on it. But that's gonna be it for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. I had a freaking blast building this boat, being with Rick on the water. It's just been a super unique experience for me. Also Dave. So I just wanna say thanks to Curtis, Rick, Dave, my buddy Adam, everybody that went out and helped us, everybody that's helped us along the way. And we will see you guys on the next video. Like, subscribe, go to the website, buy some merch, help a brother out. We'll see you.